Hello everyone, today we're taking a look at the Hubad macro virus. This virus is actually polymorphic in that it changes its code with each new infection to try and prevent detection from various antivirus software. Now it only does that by making new random comments in the VB code, so it's not that advanced, but it is polymorphic nonetheless. And before we run it, we have a test document here. And as a special feature for this video, we are actually going to be printing this document. So I've got an old Oki Data printer from 1986, a dot matrix printer hooked up, and we're going to print this and see what it does when you use the quick print button. Pretty cool, right? I think that's actually the first time I've had a physical printer for a physical old computer in a video, but you can double check me on that, Dan Super Nerd fans. So let's move right along to the virus. We're going to run this, which loads very slowly. And this is just a dummy document. It's already been infected with Hubad. And now our PC is infected too, and every new Word document we open or create on this machine will be infected as well, as it infects the global template. If we look in Tools, there used to be a Tools macro window here where we could go look at the macros, as well as the template option, which also shows you the macros that are in a project. This virus removes those options from the menu bar, so now we can no longer access them in that fashion. However, it does not disable hotkeys. Alt F8 brings up the macro window, and we can see all of Hubad's added virus macros. So it's got 5 macros, one when the document closes, one when it opens, one when we print, which is why we have the printer, and then a couple others that are just designed to prevent you from viewing the code. And since we're in here viewing the code, I'd say that has failed. But now that we've infected this PC, we are going to close out of this, close this document. Yeah, Clippy, sure, we can save that. And let's go back to our test document and try printing it one more time. But this time we're going to go to File Print, like the virus was hooking in its macro. So we're going to print, and I don't remember typing all of that. What is that anyway? Well, it's kind of hard to tell from here, but let's try printing it and see what we can see. So here is what the printed document actually ended up looking like. We have a rather voluptuous looking woman, but the dot matrix printer seems to have skewed a lot of the important aspects of it. I'm probably gonna have to blur that part right there. That's a little risque. But then at the bottom it has our actual document again. So the virus inserts this lovely image of a naked woman into everything you print on an infected computer. Wow. Boy, isn't that something. Now, depending on your desire for that sort of entertainment in the mid to late 90s and the quality and dependability of your dial-up internet connection, this virus may have actually been very beneficial for you. Because there was a time in history where you had to take what you could get when it comes to that sort of material. But let's move right along. If we look in our macros, we can actually just edit these and bring them right up. Clippy, you have to get out of the way now. So we can see that Hubad has failed to hide its code. And the main thing I wanted to look at was up here at the top. These are the comments it's adding, which are completely randomized every time it infects a new computer or a new file in order to try and thwart antivirus heuristic scanners. But the majority of the virus code is the same and it didn't really work. But this attempt does actually make it polymorphic because it does change with every infection. And if we scroll down further, we can see this is where it's creating its random comments. And here's where it's actually inserting this material to be printed. So when you use the File Print menu, it inserts this woman into your document and prints it out. And we could see it, so maybe you would hit cancel and try to get out of it, but I'll show you what happens when you do that. So there's the face and the other aspects and the legs. It looks a little better with this character font and spacing than it did on the dot matrix printer. But again, mid to late 90s, you might have to take what you can get. And it is not inherently obvious when this virus tries to add it to your printed document, because we can see it when we hit print, and you can kind of make out the hair part of the woman, but when you hit cancel, it all goes away again. So it's no longer there to see. You can see it show up, but you can't actually view it. I've never tried print preview before. Nope, can't see it in print preview either. So unless you waste some paper printing it out to see what it says, you might actually miss the graphical component of this virus. And whether or not that's a bad thing, I'll leave up to you. But that is about it for the Hubad Microsoft Word virus. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.